Hello, CAPANO. Did you wake up this morning and find unexpected funds in your bank and say, was that the 10,200 unemployment taxable? No, I did not get it. But some people on my YouTube channel have said they got it, and my Facebook, a relative, client, friends, this is a good thing. Okay, so if you woke up this morning and it was in your bank, you're not alone. A lot of people. Stay tuned to this video. We're going to cover that. We're also going to cover President Biden voiced his opinion on going forward on the Democrat states that are probably not going to opt out of this unemployment. Stay tuned. He made a strong comment, and if you live in a Democrat state, like I said before, we're probably going to be okay. Not 100%, but we're probably going to be okay. So stay tuned to that. Okay, so anyhow, the IRS spokesperson June 3rd and June 7th sending out the first batch. He quotes that how they're doing it is early February, people who jumped on and were fortunate enough to get an appointment and start in February when you were able to, and single people first with no dependents. And then he's taking all those, and then the second batch was going to come in after that, and then he's going to work it in with the married couple without dependents. Okay, so I'm CAPANO. Welcome to my channel. A lot of people didn't realize about this, didn't keep up with it, or maybe forgot about it. So watch my video, my playlist. I go over detail on tax bracket and other things. So when you're done this video, and you'll just type in, you'll see my playlist on unemployment. So people are waking up. Now, what does it look like in a direct deposit? Well, it will have a, say, TREAS. 310 tax relief. That's what it'll say, and it'll have your amount. The amount, like I said before, I'm hearing anywhere between $1,040, not $1,400, $1,040 on the low end, as much as even $3,800, depending on your tax bracket. Again, when you're done this video, go to my playlist, and I have a lot of information, plenty of information going back even weeks ago on the breakdown. Okay, it was the 10,200 relief off of the unemployment, so you don't have to pay taxes on that if you're new. So that's how that works. This was implemented on March 11th. Okay, so unemployment compensation for the 2020. It took effect on March 11th. So now, if you did it, recently in May, or in April rather, or even early May, then your tax, then you probably aren't going to get it. That they had the software, and your CPA accountant, he or she already withdrew that, and you got a little bit more money than you anticipated. These are people who earlier filers, and like myself, February and March. No, I have not received it, but I said this multiple times. If you're new looking in the camera, we're all going to get it because we pay too much, and this was implemented on that date I just said. So I'm going to get into those 25 states, what the President Biden said in a second, but the spokesperson of the IRS spoke 13 million taxpayers who may be eligible for this correction on overpayment. Okay, now he's sending out, he did say he's sending out they are sending out 2.8 million refunds this week alone. So that meaning the week that we're on now, and then going to next week. That's a lot. So at least they're actually giving us a number now. Again, how you're going to recognize, I just said it, TREAS, 310 tax relief. So this is good news. I know there's a way you can track it. Myself, I'm just going to wait back and be, and look in my account. I try to do it. There is a way now. You have to put a credit card in or your mortgage. There's some steps you have to do, but you know what? I know it's coming, so I don't. For me, just be an account. I want to go over inflation, okay? And I'm going to talk about inflation. But before I do that, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. If you notice you're at the supermarket and you're seeing prices going up, steak or chicken or anything, milk or eggs, it's going up. That's inflation. So we got to be careful on that. So I'm going to give you my tips to get through this. Okay. I wanted to talk about this unemployment that the states dropping out, mostly all Republican states. North Carolina was talking about as a Democrat state. So, excuse me. Joe Biden, he came on and he's backing up, he had the last signature on it, right? He's backing up his plan and saying he will not withdraw it. He wants it to continue to September 6th. he will do it. This is good news, right? If you're living in a Democrat state, I live in a Democrat state here in Nevada, then you're just going to be just fine, because most Democrats are going to stick together with the President of the United States, who had the last signature, right? So we're going to be okay to September 6th. I mean, nothing's cut and dry. We see all these states opting out. The good news is some of these states are opting out. They are given incentives to go back to work, so check with that. I don't know, sure how they're handling the gig workers if you're on my channel, but if you're employed. The crazy thing is, he didn't mention anything about, the president, about the 25 states opting out. I wish he would have just said something like it was, I know Bernie Sanders is looking on the labor board and trying to stop that. If you're living in these states, that in the next week or 2 or 3 are going to be opting out. I just wish he would have said something in his press conference saying, hey, this is something that I implemented, something I went along with, carried over from this Trump's administration on unemployment. Won't we just leave it alone? People are suffering. We're just coming out of this pandemic. I wish he would have said that. He didn't. He made a comment, and hopefully the Democrat states back him up, right? But I wish he would have just said something for the Republican states. I mean, they can do what they want, but at least it would have sent a signal to some of these states who are like 100% sure they weren't opting out. Maybe these Republican states were hanging in. I just wish he would have said something in those terms, but he did not, unfortunately, on that. So inflation. A lot of people say, well, Sal, what is inflation? People are asking me. Inflation is like when inflation is a rate at which costs of goods, service increase. So once you start seeing things increase majority of the time, rapidly, very quickly, right? You lead in inflation. What's that got to do with you guys watching me? Here's what happens. It can cause problems with people wanting to spend money. We need money to be exchanged, right? Particularly self-employed. Money needs to be exchanged. Buy tires for the car. Money has to, that's what makes a good economy. If that doesn't happen, then it can lead into bad things. So I talked about this before. Hopefully, leave your comments below. How many of you have been saving, like I suggested, $50 or $25 a week of your unemployment? And when you do get this unemployment, taking 10% of that and lock it up and throw away the key. Trying to be disciplined doesn't mean stop living and buying your favorite food or your favorite cigar that I like. Doesn't mean stop living. Life is short, but just watching those little extra spending, like my wife likes to do, and always want to try to remodel something. We got to be careful and smart. I'm going to be giving out a lot more money tips. It doesn't mean putting money in the stocks. It's not what this channel is about, but it just means being disciplined with your money. Pay attention. So when you get this money, try taking, let's just say you get the minimum of $1,000 and 40. Even if you just take 50 bucks of that, just try and forget about it. I know it's tough. I know a lot of you on my channel are waiting for that money. Just put it aside, and from this point on, all the way to September 6th in this state of Nevada, or when your unemployment ends, just try to save it. And when you do get back to work, try to take $40 out of your, and just you'd be surprised on how much you can save, and breaking old habits. And looking at the end of the year how much you have, and having a ready fund day, you'd be surprised. It adds up to $1,000, $2,000 sometimes. So if you have another, hopefully we don't have another virus, but something breaks or something, you have that. So it's just being a little disciplined. Okay. I just want to say we're getting close to my big 400 subscribe giveaway. If you're new to my channel, I'll be giving out multiple times, and a lot of my subscribers can vouch for that. And we're going to continue. I did it at 50, 100, 200. We're going to do it at 400. When I say we, I have a friend on here. Somebody got me into this. We're going to give out more winners. We gave out 3 last time. We might get up to 5 winners. So how do you qualify? Well, comment, like, subscribe right now, and then I'll randomly have my grandkids check some comments, and the more they see, the chances are higher that you will win something. Doesn't mean if you just have one comment you're not going to win, but the more they see, that's just the only way I thought about it, giving it. I'm hoping to get to 400. We're at 276, so we're going there. It's all thanks to you guys. Share this. If you share the video and it goes on Facebook, social media, then more people see my video and get some of this good information that I take my time and reach in and get this information. So I've been pretty accurate on a lot of these things. All right. just before I go away, I just want to say thank you. Say hello to somebody. Tomorrow's another day. I will see you in my next video. I'm going to jump in the pool in Las Vegas. It's 120. No, I'm just kidding. 108. Real quick, just a funny thing. My mom goes, hello. I go, hi. Alexius, how hot is it in Las Vegas? And it said 216. She goes, Sal, you need to come back to Jersey. I made a mistake. It was crazy. You know, anyhow, love you, Mom. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.